In the beginning, the Mediterranean Sea, the Red Sea, the Han Dynasty, and Middle Eastern regional kingdoms started trading with each other through the waterways. Having the Red Sea located in between Africa and Asia and being connected to the Indian Ocean made for smooth trading and sailing. These waterways made an easy, accessible trade route that would allow them all to connect and barter. These trade routes allowed Europe and Asia to link and eventually become a very important meeting place. Many things were traded along these routes, such as silk, technology, religion, ideas, and with all of that came the Black Plague. The sea routes were an average size. No waterway was too big or too small. The length of the routes was about 4,000 miles, but that allowed everyone to meet with one another and trade their goods. With every good, there was always the fear of sickness, getting lost, and the pirates. Because of the successes of the trading systems, the route was then a part of the Silk Road. The Silk Road was important because it had shaped the ways of Asia and Europe. Having the Red Sea join with the Silk Road had more resources available to a wider spread of people. This trade route had specialized the creation of new ideas, the spreading of more religions, more missionaries, and new technologies.
The South China Sea is located where the name would indicate, south of China. This trade route was between China and pretty much every other country that China traded with by ship. The South China Sea is also called the Silk Road of the Sea. Another name for it was the Maritime Silk Road. The Song and Yuan dynasties in China lasted from about 960 to about 1363 AD. During their rule, these dynasties traded with many people from many different countries. The list includes Portuguese, Spanish, Dutch, British, and Swedish. The Chinese traded with these countries often goods like porcelain and silk in exchange for things like silver and gold. China spent a lot of time, energy, and money into building bigger ships, because bigger ships means more goods you can move. More goods you can move is more profit. More profit, the better. In order to build bigger ships, they needed to build bigger sails.
The Persian Gulf has many different trade routes that were used to trade a variety of things throughout the years. From the east coast of Africa, up and around India, and all the way to China, there were many different resources traded. Everything from ceramic bowls to different grains that people needed. In the Persian Gulf, a ship was found with about 60,000 ceramic bowls. They were thought to be made about 1,200 years ago. With all of this trade going through the Persian Gulf, people were able to settle in many different areas and still survive. This allowed people to explore many different regions. When trading with different countries, many times more than one ship would travel together. This would make the ship with the trading items more protected.
Keeping your items protected help make sure you got your items safely and as quickly as possible.
The Indian Ocean is a body of water with surrounding lands such as India, Saudi Arabia, Kenya, Pakistan, and also Indonesia. The Indian Ocean had a high sea rate about 1,500 years before the Europeans discovered it in 1498. Trade in the Indian Ocean began in 800 AD and ended around the 1500s when Portugal tried to take over trade by themselves. City-states traded with bigger inland kingdoms like Great Zimbabwe and other bigger trade markets. During the big trade days, Asia was the center of trade because they had better opportunities to load and unload cargo because it was a bigger city. The Indian Ocean accounts for approximately 20% of the water that is on this earth. The ocean's volume is estimated to be about 292 million cubic kilometers. Its average depth is 3,890 meters, which is 12,760 feet. In the Indian Ocean, it accounts for 40% of the world's oil production. It's true to be known that the Indian Ocean increases by 20 centimeters each and every year. This isn't much, but adds up over time.